27 points, 24 in the first half. Two different sequences. I think he hit 13 points in one sequence and 11 out of 13 in another. Just seemed to be on fire.
Well, I think the thing that was really impressive about him today was he did it in and out, and I think that's what we need from him. He's got to establish a low post presence, a perimeter presence. I thought he's always been a defensive presence. He had 8 rebounds in the first half. I didn't play him much in the second half. I only played 23 minutes, 9 rebounds, he had 8 in the first half. So just a phenomenal performance by him.
You got a lot of guys in, which you probably wanted to do at this, especially in the second half. What did you think, first of all, of Dom's play? You know, he's been playing pretty well, I think, for you most of the seasons.
He's playing with a lot of confidence right now. He's playing with great athletic ability, his length. But I think you're just looking at a guy who really understands it now. You know, last year, he's still figuring it out, playing him at two different positions, and he struggled with that a little bit, admittedly. But he knows them all now. He can play the 3, 4, and the 5. He can play fast. He can play half court. He can play with running sets. But it gives you a 3-point threat. It gives you a driver. It gives you a post defender. And it's just great to see him play him that way.
You were talking a couple weeks ago or last week how you wanted Jared to take more shots. And, he came out aggressive offensively in that first half. Is that kind of the Utah you want to see?
Yeah, you know, and I kind of wanted to leave him out there, let him take 25 shots. But you know, once we got on a little run and got it to 25, I wasn't going to do that. I was going to pick him out. You know, we've had Saturday, Monday game, short prep after a war against Florida State, a trip to Florida. We've got some tough games coming up here. So,
did this surprise you, given that they went to Wisconsin? Did the result surprise you?
Well, I mean, this team, they're 6-1. You know, the Wisconsin win, if you watch the game, which I did twice, you know how hard it is to win there. They executed, they battled, and the thing that impressed me was, they were up 8 with 5 to go, and Wisconsin got it back to even, and they won it anyway. Covington, Fuller, Sanford, I mean, those guys were tremendous. Their bigs were solid, and we did a really good job. And you look at, in particular, Sanford and Fuller, 6 for 25. There was a game this year where they had 29 and 26. So defensively, we locked into those two guys, which impacted how the game progressed, obviously. Did a good job on the bigs. They really get hurt there. A couple defensive breakdowns on ball screen action, but other than that, we were really consistent defensively. We out-rebounded them by 10, so very pleased.
Woodbury, obviously, we've seen him over the years, always a tough defender. Tonight, same deal. You're up 25 points. He could probably let a ball go out of bounds or go to the other team, but Aria's scrapping for rebounds, and then he gets that.
Plays a steal and a dunk, and then he gets the loose ball, dives on the floor, calls timeout, and then that's just who he is, and that's what we need from him. Because he's obviously a tough guy, but he's also a smart guy, and that's a good combination.
Before the game, Dale was out shooting. I mean, he's still having surgery, right?
Yes.
That's just
a
thing where he's still able
later on this month.
Later on this month.
We're looking at like around the 18th of December.
Is it something where you can look for a 6th year of eligibility for him?
Yeah. I mean, there's precedent for it, and we'll see where it is. Certainly would be eligible for that.
File the paperwork and just see what happens. Yeah.
When a guy makes 3 threes in 80 seconds, the last one was pretty deep. I mean, that's just a skill you can't coach, right? You just got to ride that way.
Well, it changes the whole complexion of the game. Especially, we already had a lead. Then all of a sudden, he does that. Because if you remember, I think they hit a couple shots right around there as well. Just kind of nullified any run that they were going to make. And that's obviously what you want your best player to do.
You guys did a good job of sharing the ball. I know when most of your starters and key backups were still in, it was about 2 assists every third basket or so. You like the way that was working
You know,
out?
I thought we made great decisions. I mean, Mike had a couple goofy plays. You know, he got caught between go, don't go, throw it, don't throw it. But other than that, you know, we made good decisions when to push it, when to grind it, when to throw it in. You know, we were hitting threes early, so that it tends to stretch the defense. I mean, they were really worried about our three-point shooting. They were running to the corners, which gave us driving space in the first half. You remember we were in the bonus. It was a 12-minute mark in the first half. And that's another game changer, you know, because you're going to, every time you drive from that point forward, you're going to get to the line. And we missed a couple, but we made a couple.